Doris, and I wanted to show you this dessert that I made with Philadelphia cream cheese. It's called a mango mousse, Philadelphia mango mousse, with strawberry coulis in a coconut tuile. It sounds a little fancy, but it's actually a very simple dessert to make. You can make it quickly and easily, and while it can seem sophisticated for a dinner party, your kids will love it because it's made with mangoes and strawberries and coconut and things that most kids love. You begin with 3 cups of mangoes. You can use frozen or fresh. Whisk them up in the food processor with some fast dissolving, instant dissolving sugar. Half a cup of that. Begin with that. Actually, it also uses the zest of 1 orange to give it a little zing. I just like some zing. Okay. I'm going to add a tablespoon of lemon juice for some more zing. And once you've got a nice puree going, you add a half a cup of cream cheese. And that will give it some nice creamy texture. So once that is nicely blended, we need to add our whipping cream. So I've got 2/3 of a cup of whipping cream in this bowl ready to go. It's nicely chilled, which always helps it set up. I'm just going to mix it up by hand. You can certainly use a mix master, whatever you have. So once you've got it whipped, you can just gently fold in your mango mousse into that, or your mango puree. It looks delicious. A gorgeous yellowy color. And sometimes an easy way to fold it in is with the whisk, although you have to be careful not to deflate your whipped cream too much. So if you come on over here, I can show you how we make the cookies. And they are extremely simple. You actually start them on the stovetop in a pot. Well, first of all, we've preheated the oven to 375. And we place half a stick of butter, which is 1/4 cup of butter in a pot. And we combine that with 1/4 cup of brown sugar. It'll come out. Okay, well-packed brown sugar. And 3 tablespoons of corn syrup. Alright. This just gets cooked up together. Once it boils, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of flour to it and mix it for another minute or so. And it gets nicely caramelized and gives great flavor to the cookies. And while we wait for that, we can actually start with the strawberry coulis. And once again, be using the blender for that. And very simple again. We need 2 cups of strawberries, which I love to use in the springtime because they're seasonal and they're local and so healthy. 3 tablespoons of sugar with that, and about maybe a tablespoonful of lemon juice. And then you have to taste. It depends on how sweet the berries are, and how ripe they are as well. So and that should do. Maybe we'll just make sure they're sweet enough. Oh, it's delicious. And it's nice to sieve that coulis a little bit, just because the strawberry seeds can be a little bit gritty in your teeth. If you come over here, you can see how this is caramelizing and starting to boil. Okay. So once you're sure it's definitely boiling, just take your flour, 1/4 cup, add that in there, and then give it at least a minute. Okay, that just smells beautifully caramelly right now. You turn that off. Add a half a cup of coconut to that. It's sweetened coconut, so quite easy to get a hold of. Mix that in. And it needs to cool a little bit anyway before we can use it. Okay, just quickly zest some lemon into there. Gives it a little zip because this can be an awfully sweet type of cookie and it's nice to have a bit of contrast. Mix that up. And these cookies spread into a very thin, sort of lacy layer. So you really need a very tiny amount per cookie. It's almost less than a teaspoonful. So I'm just going to use a teaspoon to measure them out onto my cookie sheet with. Yeah. They also need a little patting down, so after I'm done placing a few cookies on here, I'm going to just use a slightly, wet, dampened finger and spread them out a bit, and that helps them to thin out on the cookie sheet afterwards. So we have them back in the oven just briefly, and now they're super flexible again. Okay, there you go. I think I'll make 4 of these for dessert, and 2 I'll save as little decorative cookies for the top of our mousse. Okay, so those 2 can save. Let's put them on a cooling rack. Here's our lovely mango mousse, our strawberry sauce, and our kale. It might be nice just to put a little puddle of strawberry sauce on the bottom of the plate. Adds such nice fresh flavor to the dessert. Take one of our, it's already hardened, one of our little tuiles. Place it inside, and take as much mango mousse as you'd like. A little scoop like that would be nice. Maybe a little more. Take one of our cookies, break it in half, and voila! Mango mousse. Philadelphia mango mousse with strawberry coulis in a coconut tuile. Delicious and simple. Thank you very much.